it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot.
Call me Cardi B, I run this shit like cardio.
Oh my God.
Oh, you can't hear me? Happy birthday, Brittany.
Happy birthday, Brittany.
I'm feeling, cause it's B-Day season, girl. I need you to hook up Beyonce to do a cameo for me, okay? To wish me happy birthday, and Bob, you know, we need Joe Exotic to wish them a happy birthday.
Well, that's not gonna happen because Joe Exotic's still in jail. Which, by the way, we're not by any means glorifying Joe Exotic whenever we talk about him as fans. We're fans of the show.
Yes.
Of just the crazy.
Love Tiger King. Yes.
Yes. But with that said, I mean, I'm ready for summer. I know that we're still in the middle of a pandemic. We cannot get complacent, okay? Do not get, numbers are still going up in places, okay? I know that phase 2, phase 3, wherever you live, that's starting to happen, which is great. But you still got, you know, wear your mask, keep your distance, no crazy hanky-panky with a bunch of people, okay? Father's Day, can you believe it's around the corner? I feel like there's always something around the corner.
Right.
And so Father's Day is, you know, how I see it, always another opportunity to get the love of my life, I mean myself, something. You know what he does want? He's standing desk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
In this era of Zoom.
Right, exactly.
And working from home, and so many people working from home. And we just did a story on the news about how the interior decorating trends are changing. People now are looking to put Zoom rooms in their house and doing things. And also, because of the pandemic, doing more like touchless, like where no contact lights.
Clap on, clap off.
But I was thinking for fathers, that might be something to consider. That's a great idea. And I didn't think about it and I didn't even ask him what he wanted, but
Hey, this is what
I already got him a gift, one of them.
What? You always got something crazy.
Women around the world hear me roar.
Beard King, I'm done.
Listen to me, ladies. When your husband is shaving and he does not get rid of all of his stuff, it looks like a bunch of inside the sink. It's nasty. I don't want to see your hair. Beard King. Essentially, just these little things like sit on there in the mirror, like pretend I'm shaving right now. Under the side because I have to unhook it. Dun dun dun. Dispose of your nastiness.
That is so smart, girl. Oh my gosh.
You're welcome.
Right. Thank Angie later.
DeLorean. I also ordered, and I'm gonna frame it. It's this movie bucket list poster.
When every time you watch the movie, you scratch it off.
Blood Diamond, Black Swan, The Science of Mom, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
This is Mom and Dad's bucket list.
Who's your caddy? Adora loved this, and she was like, yes, get it for Dad.
This is called... Uh-oh.
You wanna be
The Cooler Club. Looks like a golf club. Or Dora's clubs, because she goes golfing with her dad a lot. Oh, look at that! Oh.
You just push it down and it dispenses whatever beverages.
Oh, the men in my household, my father and brothers love golf too, so that's a good one.
Our friends over at Secretly Gifting You, they have a lot of good ideas. Tom and Teddy matching swim trunks, and you can just let the photo ops begin with this. From Mom Things, they do a subscription box service, and usually it's for Mom Things, but for Father's Day now, they have a Dad Things box. Look at this. It's like $50, and in it, they have everything from a magnetic bottle opener. There's a tumbler, sweet new pair of knockaround shades. You know, I'm big on do-it-yourself. You grab 6 craft beers and create a beer bouquet by simply just cutting out rose petals and then putting them on the top of the beer bottle, and then you can use wrapping paper to cover the box. That it's kind of the kind of flowers Dad likes. Where is your dad always like, "Where's the remote?"
Right.
And take an old book that you have. You do want to put glue on all sides of the book paper that's exposed. Just trace the size of your remote in the middle of the book. Cut out whatever you traced, and then it's hidden in the book. Like it essentially becomes a case for the remote.
No, I love that, especially because, we can't go out and shop like we usually do and browse in a store all day. So thank you for helping me out on what to get my father for this Father's Day for sure. And happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
We love you, Dad. Now it's time to meet a kick-ass dad. No, seriously, he kicks some serious ass, and he does it like no other. This week, Brittany, dun dun dun, we're getting into the ring. We're getting into the ring with WWE superstar Ricochet. And by the way, before you guys come at me and start clapping back for not social distancing, this was shot pre-pandemic.
Snap into a Slim Jim. I'm here with Ricochet. What's up? It's me.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Voice is a little different.
You look just a little different.
Yeah, the Macho Man.
Oh yeah, comparably so. I forgot your towel, crying towel, but this is awesome for you, right?
Yes,
You're
always,
on the
yes.
main stage, the main event. You have been doing this, I feel like, your whole life.
I started training when I was 14. I had my very first professional wrestling match when I was 15 years old, the day of my birthday.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Very special
Yes,
milestone.
very special milestone.
Now, is this because you saw people like me, and you were like, I want to be like this?
Actually, yeah. The Rock and Stone Cold were. It was a match I was watching during WrestleMania 15, and I've always enjoyed wrestling even before that.
You've been doing the circus. It's like when you get in that ring, it's like art.
Yes.
You are high flying.
Yes.
You are like a superstar. Like you probably have wings.
They're hidden
I mean,
under the
yeah,
jacket,
I
under
know.
the jacket,
I know.
under
I
the
like this
jacket.
incognito look. I'm not used to seeing you. I didn't recognize you when you walked in. But that's what you're known for. You ricochet across the ring.
Yes.
I mean, is that where you get your name from?
That is. I keep just looking at your beard when you're talking.
I know. It's hard, right? It's hard. You don't hate because I make it look so good.
No, yours is better than mine. No, actually, when I first started, I didn't even like the name Ricochet because I wanted like everyone had like a two named like a John Cena.
And his name is John Cena.
How about Pretty Ricky?
Pretty Ricky, that's
Right?
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
But it is cool, and it is kind of play off of my style and stuff. So I really enjoy my name now.
Ricochet off the top rope with a Cesaro. Ricochet taken to the skies. The top rope and miss taken out.
I don't know, what's that thing called that, I'm going to try it later, but it's like the tiger lane kick or something, tiger feint kick.
Tiger feint kick, okay, there you go.
Right? It's like something like pretend I'm on the ring and you're like, and you kick people.
I mean,
and then you just bounce up and then you do this thing called, it's like.
I thought you were. I mean, is that what it looks like?
Yeah, how did you learn all those moves? Because that's not like high school wrestling.
No, that is a lot of myself and a trampoline, trial and error. I never actually once had like any sort of like gymnastics training really. It was all kind of just self-taught in my backyard, learning how to do flips that I just incorporated through wrestling. Yeah.
When you do that and you're in there and you hear people say Ricochet, Ricochet, and they're calling your name and stuff, I mean, what does that mean to you?
That's kind of the reason why we continue to do this for so long. It's just that roar of the crowd, that adrenaline spike from the WWE universe. There's no other feeling that you could just be duplicated like that.
When did you finally make it up to the big leagues?
Going on about 2 years now.
I mean, was that like making it?
Even when you get here, there's still always small goals that you have to reach, and there's like ultimate goals that you want to reach, like whether it's main eventing WrestleMania, or whether it's becoming champion, or whatever it is. Like even getting here, it's still not the end because there's still so many, especially a lot of us here are very goal-driven people. You know what I mean? So we all make our little goals, but I mean, I guess the ultimate goal is just to continue to live our dream for as long as we can, really.
A lot of times people will look at you and they'll look at you and they think, oh, he's had it made. He's physically just built like that. It comes natural. Because, you know, you make it look easy, right? That wasn't easy. What I did, I probably made it look easy.
You made it look really easy, I'm just saying.
Let me tell you, that took some work. From what I understand, you didn't come from a whole lot.
Oh,
so
no, I mean,
did that make you work harder?
I think it definitely did. Just my size, my stature, I was a small kid, didn't come from a lot, so I just never thought it was physically possible.
Ricochet, top rope. Joe knocked down.
Just, you know, really putting in the miles, putting in the grind, driving places, 16 hours one way, just to come straight back. But you do it for so long, you get a couple lucky breaks, and you meet a couple people, and you get your name out there.
Press finds the mark. Oh, look at that.
And I got lucky because luckily the landscape of the WWE started kind of changing. Maybe about 5 years ago, it started kind of changing to the more athletically based kind of style.
This is way different than when I used to watch the Hulk and even Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Exactly,
you know, it's like
so much different.
It is.
I got lucky in that aspect, kind of. You know what I mean? With the WWE, who is known for their entertainment and their characters and their big personalities, along with the athletic aspect of it. You putting those two together, it's just, oh man, it's great. I think now it's better than it's ever been.
Yeah. What's the best advice you ever got?
This is something someone who I look up to, Edge. He told me, you just got to remember to take a deep breath and take it all in, because again, in a couple of years from now, you're gonna be like, oh man, that was all cool, but it just kind of passed me by and I didn't really get to take it in. So you just got to remember, because it gets hard, it gets stressful, it gets tiring, but at the end of the day, you got to stop and remember how cool this really is.
Yeah, because it's so easy, no matter what kind of job we're doing, like just to go through the motions, you know, come and do another show.
Do another show.
I'm always surprised when people are like, I want to come visit your work and see. I'm like, it's so boring. Like, why are you coming here like this?
But exactly,
you know?
it's easy to get in that, you know, state of mind when you're doing it so often. But really, at the end of the day, like, look at you get to have so much fun. Just come here and just have fun.
Why wouldn't you want to come and see this, right? Why wouldn't you want to see what the BTS and behind the scenes?
Springboard off the second rope.
Any regrets? I always ask people, big regrets.
None. But at the end of the day, like, I'm here now and I get to provide for my family and for my friends and just live the greatest life ever.
Speaking of performing, you're gonna help me. You're gonna help me do a promo, right? Because I mean, I'm a little rusty. It's been a few years.
That's not my forte, but we'll try.
Okay. What is the key to doing a great, memorable promo?
It's like yelling the camera. Like, oh yeah,
The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
Hulk Hogan, ooh, dick. Like, it was just yell. I don't know. I'm not a big yeller. I'm not a yelling person. I'm a very calm, cool, chill person.
Kind of like the sleeping giant, and then all of a sudden he's like a flying Melinda. Can you coach me up?
Who you trying to talk to? Hulk Hogan?
That Brock guy.
Brock
Lesnar?
He just beat me up real bad, so.
Did he?
Yeah. He just beat me up really bad.
Brock! Don't mess with my man,
right.
Ricochet. This is Pretty Ricky. We gotta keep him pretty, okay? Okay, I'm gonna make you
tap out.
Tap out. I'm gonna tap that. Okay? Then I'm going to Tiger Feint kick you. Feint kick you, and then I'm gonna come down like a comet. No, I'm gonna come down like a meteor. I'm gonna come down like a shooting star like you've never seen before.
Bam.
In fact, I might just shower you with shooting stars, okay? You might...
Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is?
No. What if I just clothesline him? This is the way...
Are you gonna try to clothesline Brock Lesnar? I don't know. I don't know if that's
not gonna work?
I don't think that's gonna work.
Or how about... I know that you're really good at the bicycle kick.
I think that's...
Is that the bicycle?
I think that's for your core.
Scissor kick.
That's definitely an exercise.
Ricochet, this has been so much fun.
Thank you so much.
Thanks
thank
for
you
stopping
so much.
by.
You crack me up. Like, theme queen. Of course, you had to dress the part, first of all.
Yeah.
But he showed some pretty cool moves, too.
I had to rise to the occasion. You can't have someone like him come in there and just do a boring ass interview. You know, I love doing that stuff. And I also love, the theatrics of it all and just the physicality. That's fun. But also learning the story, because what we see is the glossed over version and just the glamour and the celebrity part of it. But like he said, driving 16 hours one way to compete, just to drive 16 hours back, there is a certain level of sacrifice. There's a certain level of hard work. I always say it's lonely on the extra mile, and it's people like that that make it. And so hearing those stories, I hope will give you a boost of motivation and encourage you no matter what you're trying to go after, because we all know we've been there when we want to give up, but deep and down in our hearts, we know we're cut out for this. We know what we can do and what we're capable of. No one can stop you but you.
Facts.
Yeah. Dig it.
Nobody does it better.
We've got another great show coming up. It's pretty deep. You know, we're going to be talking and revisiting the national conversation, the global conversation at that, of what we've all been going through in the aftermath of George Floyd's death and the protests that follow. But while we're going to look at that, we're also going to be looking forward. And how do we grow from this? Go from this and grow from this. That's what we're going to be focused on. So a really great show coming up, including an author who is using a tough experience to really use her own voice and to reach other people, to keep the conversation going about diversity. And she's doing it through the power of words and reading. So Carrie Lee Carrington will be joining us on our next show.
Also, Ange, before we get out of here, I know you're going to put some of those Father's Day gifts that you guys saw on the show on ohmygoff.com. Just check out favorite things for all of that and more. And of course, happy early Father's Day to all the fathers. And don't forget to share what's good with us. Show us how you're celebrating Father's Day, how you're just making the most of summer in a social distancing way. Send those videos to info@ohmygoff.com. And happy birthday to all the Geminis out there.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's right. We're going to be celebrating some birthdays coming up.
Yes.
I don't know who. Brittany Alexander Jones. And with that, Dolly, sing us a little something special.
Listen, long day at the course, no problem. Let's see if it works. Am I not doing it right?
No, you have to fill it up all the way.
No, you don't. Put the straw on. Hold on.